Alright, so chapter 3 study guide. We have number 1 as 6 2/10 times 9 4/10. So remember, with multiplication, you do not have to line the decimals up. I know in this case it does, but you do not line them up. They have nothing to do with anything until the very end, because at the end we're going to have to move it 1 time, 2 times all together. So we start out by multiplying. 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 6 is 24. Drop a 0. Now we gotta jump over to the 9. 9 times 2, 18. And then 54 plus 1 is 55. We add it up. Now we move it 1, 2. So it is 58 and 2800ths. Okay, number 2, more multiplication. So 16 3/10 times 3 7100ths. So at the end, we're going to have to move it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So now we multiply. 3, 6, 1. Drop a 0. Jump to the 7 now. 7 times 3 is 21. 42, 44, and then 11. Now, since we got to get to the 3, we put down 2 zeros. So 3 times 3 is 9, 18, 4 altogether. 13, 14, so 1, 2, 3, so 60 and 473 thousandths for number 2. Number 3, so it is 81 divided by 4 1/2, 4 5/10. Now, since there's a decimal on the outside, we have to get rid of that first. So I move it once. Whatever you do to the outside, you got to do the inside. But this doesn't have a decimal, but it is a whole number, so all whole numbers have a decimal at the end. So we move it once. This empty spot, we just fill a 0 in. So now we have 810 divided by 45. 45 goes in 81 once. So we get 6, 36, so drop 0. 45 goes in 360. I want to say 6 times. Nope, it's going to be 8 times. Guess and check. That's why they call it this. Yep. So 8 times exactly. Nothing left over. No more numbers. So 18 is your quotient, is your answer. Alright, for number 4. 44 5/10 divided by 10. Now, there's no decimal on the inside. It's just on the, no decimal on the outside, it's only on the inside. So we take our answer, or decimal, straight up to our answer, and we just start dividing. It doesn't go into 4, but it goes into 44 4 times. Okay, we get a 4, drop the 5, goes in there 4 times again. Okay, we have a remainder, but we have a decimal, so no more remainder, so we drop a 0 now. We annex a 0, so it goes in there 5 times. And now we're done. 4 4500ths for number 4. Alright, number 5. A cat can jump 8 times as high as it is tall. How high could a cat jump if it is 15 2/10 centimeters tall? Well, I'm going to circle the 8 and the 15.2. We underline that. How high it could jump. Okay, and then times would be what we box, because it means we are multiplying. So we're going to do 15 2/10 times 8. So at the end, we got to move it 1 time. So 8 times 2 is 16. 40 plus 1 is 41. And then 12. So we move it once. 121 6/10 centimeters. 121.6 centimeters. Do not forget to label, because that's a real life problem. So the temperature in a city on Monday was 84.2 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to circle that. On Tuesday, the temperature was 92.5 degrees Fahrenheit. How much higher was the temperature on Tuesday? So how much means we are subtracting. So we have 92 5/10. Now this is where you have to line up the decimal. So then we have 84 2/10. So we line the decimal up. Now we can subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3. We drop our decimal. We got to borrow. And we get 8.3 degrees Fahrenheit difference. 8 3/10. All right, number 7 is multiplication of decimals. So we have 20 and 4/10 times 5 and 8/10. So once again, decimal doesn't matter until the very end. So we got to move it 2 times. 1, 2. Now we multiply. 32, 3, 16. We drop a 0. Let's jump over to 5 now. 5 times 4 is 20. 2, 10. 2, 3, 8, 1, 1. Move it 2 times. 118 and 32/10 for number 7. And number 8, Jackson ran 4.8 miles a day. How many miles did he run in 6 days? So how many miles altogether is it going to be multiplication? So we're going to be doing 4 and 8/10 times 6. And at the end, we're going to have to move it 1 time. So 6 times 8 is 48. 24, 28. Move it 1 time, 28.8 miles. 28 and 8/10 of miles. Do not forget the label. That's a real life problem. All right, on to the back page. So the first one is division. So we're going to divide 8 and 96/100ths divided by 3 and 5/10. Now, once again, since there's a decimal on the outside, we have to move it. Whatever you do the outside, got to do the inside. So I like to rewrite it. 89 and 6/10 divided by 35. 35 doesn't go in 8, but it goes into 89 2 times. So that's 70. We get 19. We drop the 6. 35 goes into 196. I'm going to say 5 times. 175. Okay, so that's the closest we're going to be able to get. So there's 5. So we got 1, 2. Drop a 0 now. So we get 6 now. 210 exactly. We subtract, so we get 2 and 56/100ths as your answer for number 9. Okay, number 10. Ling bought 16 boxes of crayons for $45.76. How much did she pay for each box of crayons? So we're going to circle that, underline this. Okay, since she bought something and she bought 16 of it, we're going to do division on this one. 45 and 76/100ths divided by 16. Okay, no decimal, so we can go right into it. 16 goes into 45 2 times, I think. Yes, 2 times. So we get 32, we get 13 as our answer, so then we go 137. 16 goes into that. Let's try 6 times. It's going to be more than that. Let's do 8. 8 it is. 128. We go subtract, we get 9, bring down the 6. 16 goes into 96, I think 6 times, but let me double check. Yep. So 2 and 86/100ths for number 10. She paid $2.86 for each box. Okay, a box lunch costs $9.36. How much would 6 boxes cost? So since we're trying to figure out how much each one is, we're doing division again. So $9.36 divided by 6. No decimal on the outside, so we just start dividing. Goes in there 1 time. Goes in there 5 times. Goes in there 6 times. So she paid $1.56 per box lunch. Okay, a flower bed is 9/900ths of a meter wide and 4.8 meters long. What is the area? So we're going to circle that. We're trying to find the area. This hint right here, we're multiplying. It's 4 and 8/10 times 9/10. We got to move it 2 times at the end. So 72, 36, 42, and 1, 2. So it is 4 and 22/100ths meters squared because we're finding area. Number 13, a ball rolls 6 and 82/100ths feet per second. How far will it roll in 3.9 seconds? Okay, we're trying to find the total, so we're multiplying now. 6 and 82 hundredths times 3 and 9 tenths. So we're moving it 3 times at the end. 1, 2, 3. 18, 73, 61, drop a 0. 6, 24, and 20. 8, 9, 5, 6, 2. Move it 3 times, so it is 26, 598 thousandths. So that is feet. Don't forget to label. Alright, so Jacob had $6.15 and spent $1.62 on snacks. How much did he have left? So that left right there, have left, means we are subtracting because he spent it. So we subtract, we line the decimals up, and now we subtract. So 3, got to borrow. 5, drop our decimal. So he has $4.53 left. And number 15. If 6 people are going to share 21.6 ounces of cheese, how much will each person get? So if they're sharing it, they want to know what each person is going to get. It's going to be division. 21 and 6/10 divided by 6. No decimal on the outside, so we just start dividing. 6 goes into 21 3 times. Goes into 36 6 times. Nothing left over. So it is 3.6 ounces. So your answers for this, number 1 was 58 and 28 hundredths. Number 2 was 60 and 473 thousandths. Number 3 was 18. Number 4 is 4 and 45 hundredths. Number 5, 121.6 centimeters. Number 6, 8.3 degrees. Number 7, 118 and 32 hundredths. And number 8 is 28 and 8.8 miles. So that's the first page. Okay, the back page, number 9, we get 2 and 56 hundredths. Number 10 is $2.86. Number 11, $1.56. Number 12 is 4 and 22 hundredths meters squared. Number 13 is 26.598 feet. Number 7 was $4.53. And number 15 was 3 6/10 ounces.